The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. We have a developing story. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte is currently meeting local officials in Cebu. We have yet to confirm the details of this meeting, but Senator Amy Marcos is reportedly attending the event as well. Stay tuned here on One News on the latest on this developing story. Meanwhile, a former senator says the next administration should amend the Comelec rules that allow for the substitution of candidates. In an interview with Sa Totoo Lang, a former senator and defense chief Orly Mercado said the next administration should immediately correct the policy that allows for substitution. Mercado said the substitution during polls should be an exception and not the rule, or quote, bastardization of the rule. He also added that having so-called candidates who are actually placeholders only waiting to be substituted feels like taking off on a flight while the plane is still being constructed.
Sino man ang mahalal na Pangulo, dapat yan yung assignment niya na ayusin kaagad. Hindi yung nagkakaroon ng substitution. Meron, you can have exceptions, but they should be the exception and not the rule. And not the bastardization of the rule.
Now, with the implementation of the alert level system comes a no vaccine, no work policy, says the Labor Department. But labor groups are asking, is there even a legal basis for this? Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro gives us a front seat to the story.
Merly Ganabab, a salon manager in Manila, believes that all of her staff should be vaccinated to keep everyone safe. But she also believes information and encouragement is a more persuasive tool than fear.
Pinaliwanag kung ano yung ikagaganda sa sa sarili mo at sa lahat, parang na-encourage kaming magpabakuna.
But on Thursday, Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III said establishments offering dine-in services and in-person services can withhold salaries of their employees if they're not vaccinated. The alert level guidelines require employees of these establishments to be fully vaccinated. This raises legal questions. Section 12 of the Republic Act 11525, or the COVID-19 vaccination program, states that vaccine cards shall not be considered as an additional requirement for employment.
Alam mo, itong IATF resolution is also approved by the President. And the President is acting in an emergency power because we are in a state of emergency.
Attorney Sonny Matula, president of the Federation of Free Workers, says workers would have no choice if a law requiring vaccinations is passed. But without a law, workers have the right to take the issue to court.
Pwede ka mag-file ng illegal suspension o constructive dismissal sa labor arbitration branch ng NLRC.
In a Viber message to One News, NTF spokesperson Destituto Padilla said that the Philippines has enough supply to make vaccination mandatory. Nationally, only 31% of the eligible population have been vaccinated. The country is also still battling vaccine hesitancy. Mandatory vaccination is meeting a lot of resistance from all sides. But Merly says sometimes you just have to go the extra step and persuade employees.
Nasa pagkikipag-usap lang siguro yan sa tao. At hindi na kailangang isisante mo na lahat na ano.
Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, we are One News.
A labor group stresses there are no government policies or laws that allow employee discrimination based on a vaccine status. In an interview with Sa Totoo Lang, Alex Tanhusay of the Trade Union Congress of the Philippines says the no vaccine, no work scheme is only an interpretation of Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello. This came after Bello said restaurant and spa owners may withhold the salaries or even fire unvaccinated workers. Bello said doing so was allowed under IATF guidelines, a claim Tanhusay contradicted. Tanhusay explains, while there seemed to be a gray area between business management priorities and the rights of the worker, the IATF guidelines did not have such provision. He adds that even if there was, IATF guidelines have no power over existing laws such as the Labor Code.
Ang IATF guidelines ay walang provisions na direktang nagsasabi that employers and business owner can fire o hire workers na mga hindi bakunado. Walang direct provision saying that. Ang naturang sinasabi ni Secretary Bello ay kanyang interpretation ng guidelines.
Allow more businesses to operate. This is the appeal of the Cebu local government to the IATF upon its implementation of the alert level system. Dale De Vera with the details.
Cebu is one of the 14 provinces where the alert level system has been introduced to outside Metro Manila. The province is under alert level 2, meaning more business can reopen, from karaoke bars, theaters, gyms, to even playgrounds, all with higher capacity ranging from 50 to 70%. But the local government wants more. In a resolution addressed to IATF, the Cebu Provincial Board wants the food, hotel, and outdoor tourism businesses be allowed to operate beyond the allowed capacity. The move is meant to help speed up recovery.
Magto 2 years na tayo dito sa pandemic. And then a lot of our businesses and even the public have already adjusted. You know, may mga panawagan to allow vaccinations, only vaccinated individuals to enter indoor spaces. This is in a way parang allowing businesses to self-regulate.
As an additional argument, board member Glenn Soco says there is no data yet to prove local transmission inside restaurants and hotels. But should it happen, he says establishments will still be held liable. The Hotel, Resort and Restaurant Association of Cebu also shares the same sentiment, especially now that establishments only fill as much as 15% of their capacity due to restrictions.
Ang laki talaga ng tulong if we were able to bring down the cases. And in that alone, that would really assure already the public that, you know, it's already safe to travel, provided that you still maintain we call it the protocols.
Cebu province has 948 active COVID-19 cases, while other highly urbanized cities like Cebu has 760 active cases, 229 cases in Lapu-Lapu City, and 189 active cases in Mandaue City. For News 5, Dale De Vera, We're One News.
Now here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. Attorney Sonny Matula of Labor Party Philippines completes Vice President Leni Robredo's senatorial lineup. President Duterte says he assumes full responsibility for the war on drugs amid the looming ICC probe. And TNT takes Game 2 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later again at 12 noon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.